Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga by the Window. I'm Claudia. This is my window. Today we're doing a sweaty stretch flow, so we're going to be moving through a vinyasa while also really deepening our stretches into our hamstrings, our biceps, opening our heart, and opening our throat chakra as well. You don't need anything today, just a cushiony surface underneath you, and that's it. Let's get started. All right, let's start at the top of your mat. Inhale, raise your hand. Exhale, fold. Guiding with your nose, reaching your fingertips up toward the sun. Let your head rest. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, reach your fingertips to the ground. Look forward. Tuck your chin in. You're going to bend both of your knees so that your fingertips touch the ground, and then step your feet back into a plank position. Bend your elbows, guide your heart towards the ground, pull your heart in through your hands. Stay for a moment, engage your glutes. Inhale, exhale, tuck your chin into your chest. Guide yourself into a downward dog. Raise your right toes up and into the sun. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knee, open up your hip for a moment, engage your core, and then draw a line through center with your knee into a high lunge. Inhale, raise your hands. Exhale, twist into your right side, reaching for your back, your left calf, reaching your left hand up towards the sun. And then move your left hand downwards to the inside of your right foot, sweep your right hand up. Really pull your right hip back, left hip forward here. Sweep your right hand up above your head, frame your right foot with your hands, engage your core, lift your right knee, and back downward dog, raise your right toes. Stay on the ball of your left foot, inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee, draw a line forward, step your right foot forward, and then keep your right hand on the outside of your right foot, pivot on your left ball of your foot, open up. Now you're really trying to open up your left hip here, your heart to the sun. Sweep your left hand back, step back, downward dog, and ripple forward, plank, lowering into your upward facing dog. On your next exhale, slowly guide your belly down towards the ground. Lift yourself through plank or tabletop into your downward facing dog. Left toes high up into the sky. Bend your left knee, opening up your hip, and then draw a line through center with your left knee. Step forward, high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, twist into your left side. Reaching back for your right calf, lift your right hand towards the sun. And then guide yourself forward, right fingertips on the ground, left reaching up. Left hip back, right hip forward. Your left foot with your hand, step back, floating your left toes up high into the sky on the ball of your right foot. And then guide your left knee forward once more. Step it in between your hands, plant your left fingertips and raise your right. Sweep your right fingertips down. And now step your right foot up, look forward, and slowly guide your heart up. Raising your hands, opening your heart to the sun, the sky. Take a deep breath. Bend your knees, chair pose. So you're going to tuck your pelvis in, bend your knees deep. So maybe trying to come onto your balls of your feet. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here. Lower your heels, stand up straight. Inhale, exhale, fold. Tuck your chin towards your chest. And then jump or step back into your downward facing dog. Lengthen your right toes up towards the sun, feeling that stretch in your left hamstring. Deep breath in. Bend your right knee, draw a line through center, step forward. High lunge, inhale, right hip back, left hip forward. Twisting into your right side, reaching for your left calf with your right fingertips. And then left fingertips meet the ground, raise your right hand high. All your weight in your left fingertips and in the left ball of your foot. Engage your core. Slowly guide yourself into a side plank. If this is uncomfortable, you're going to lower your knees or just lower one of your knees. Beautiful. Right fingertips meet the ground. And then you're going to step your right foot up once more. Right fingertips on the ground, pivot on the ball of your left foot. Reach up with your left hand. So we're preparing our legs here for deeper stretch. We're warming them up because without strength, we have no stretch. Left fingertips meet the ground. Float your right toes back into a down dog. 3 deep breaths here. Bend your right knee, slowly guiding your right toes on top, your right ankle on top of your left, and then into a plank position. Bend your elbows, guide yourself into an upward facing dog. Inhale, engage your glutes. Exhale, guide your belly to hover. Press up, down dog. Left toes reaching towards the ground. Towards the sky. Right toes on the ground, breathe. 3 breaths. Bend your left knee, guide your left knee forward into a high lunge, left hip back, right hip forward, and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, twist into your left side. Reach your left fingertips to your right calf and your right fingertips to the sun, to the clouds. And then reach forward, right fingertips on the ground, sweep your left up. Your weight into your right hand and your right foot. Guide yourself into a side plank or again with your knees on the ground. 3 breaths. Slowly guide your left fingertips to the ground and you're going to sweep your left foot up. Inhale. And exhale, left foot crosses over your right, hinge forward. Bend your elbows into an upward facing dog. Tuck your chin in, Hover your belly, press up into a plank, and downward dog with your left toes high. Bend your left knee, guide it through center. Step. Left fingertips on the ground, raise your right hand, pivot on the right ball of your foot, and breathe 2 breaths. Sweep your right hand down, pivot on the ball of your right foot, and step your right foot forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Guide yourself up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, stacking. Raise your hands up into the sky. Exhale, bend your knees, chair pose. I know this one's difficult. I definitely shake here too. Maybe you tempt coming onto the ball of your foot. Slowly guide your heels back down and hinge forward, reaching your fingertips back, keeping your knees bent so that your torso touches your thighs or nearly touches your thighs. You're gonna reach your fingertips towards the ground, maybe touching. And if you have like a bed or something behind you, you might wanna place your hands on that bed or that seat. Otherwise, your fingertips behind your ankles, you're gonna straighten out your legs, maybe walking your hands back, walking your feet forward, and it's kind of a weird extended stretch here. 3 breaths. Slowly guide yourself back to center. Bend your knees, roll up to stand, raise your hands, inhale. Exhale, bend your knee into your chest. Take hold for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, take hold of your right ankle with your hands. Reach forward with your left fingertips. Push your top of your foot into your hand. Take a deep breath, a minor dancer pose. And then release your right foot, reaching your right hands to meet your left. Warrior 3. Slowly guide your right toes to touch the ground. And then reach forward once more. I'm gonna reach my hands back now. Beautiful. One more. Bend your left knee. Touch your right toes to the ground. And up. And then slowly lower your right shin to the ground into a low lunge. Inhale, raise your hands. Exhale, sit back. Straighten out your left knee. And forward. And we're going to do this 3 times. Now in your low lunge, flatten your right palm, bend your right knee, taking hold of the top of your foot, perhaps with your hand or maybe with a strap. Engage your right glute and press the top of your foot into your hand for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that push and gently guide your right ankle closer to your glute. 3 deep breaths here. Release that hold. Place your left hand on the inside of your left foot. Step forward with your right foot into a malasana squat. And we're just going to rock from side to side here. And then place your hands on the ground. Guide yourself to stand slowly, stacking your head on top of your shoulders. Left knee in towards your chest, your torso. Inhale, exhale. Take hold of your left ankle with your left hand. A minor dancer pose again, pressing the top of your foot against your hand. Engage your core. 2 breaths. Now relax your shoulders. Release your hand into your warrior 3. 3 breaths here, finding your balance. Now bend your right knee, touch your left toes towards the ground. Inhale, and exhale, reach up. Bend your right knee, touch your left toes. And slowly lower your left shin to the ground into a low lunge. Frame your right foot with your hands. Straighten out your knee, tilt backwards. And forwards. And let's do this 3 times. Now in your low lunge, plant your left fingertips, bend your left knee, taking hold perhaps with your hand or a strap. Inhale, exhale, press your left foot into your hand for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, and just slowly guide your left ankle closer and closer and closer to your hip for 3 breaths. Release your hold, sweep your right hand in front of you, and you're just gonna slide your right ankle up to meet your left to meet your right, and sit back on your glutes. Press your hands behind you, bend your knees, and slowly guide yourself into a reverse plank. Maybe hinging forward and back, feeling the stretch in your delt, your biceps. And lower down. Bend your toes forward, inhale. Exhale, reach for your toes. You can let your shoulders relax here. Let your head relax and just feel this stretch for about 5 breaths. Slowly roll up. You're gonna cross your ankles, guide yourself to stand. We're gonna come to the center of the mat. So now we're gonna kind of test the strength and the stretch that we just worked with and we activated. So you're gonna place all your weight in your left foot, guide yourself forward, bending your right knee to your side, and stretch out your right toes, maybe holding onto your ankle. Let's breathe 2 breaths here. If you're like, no thank you for this one, get a table or even the wall, press your foot against it, and just so you feel this elevation. Now from here, you can slide your foot up that wall, or maybe begin to guide yourself off of that table or desk, and maybe raise, find your balance. Maybe raise, holding onto your foot. And 2 breaths. Bend your right knee, touch your right toes to the ground. Inhale, raise your hands. Exhale, fold. Clasp your hands behind you, and you're gonna flip your palms outward so we can open up our chest a little bit. Turn your heels in, guide your hips low, 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 perhaps touching the backs of your heels, still with your hands clasped behind your back. 2 breaths here. And release your hands. Maybe just drawing circles with your elbows, with your wrists. And then guide yourself to stand, all your weight into your right foot. We're gonna try that balance on the other side. Bend your left knee, guide yourself forward. Maybe holding onto your ankle, or again, placing your foot flat against the wall or on a desk. 2 breaths. I will admit this side feels a lot weirder to me than the other side. Now, you can slowly guide your leg up, 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 perhaps holding on to it. 2 breaths. Bend your left knee, guide yourself back down. And I'm so proud of you for trying that, no matter where you were in that stretch. That was fun. Raise your hands up, exhale, fold. Look forward and hinge. Place your left hand on the ground, bending your knees as much as you need to do so. You're gonna stretch out your left foot behind you and then bend your right knee, holding onto your right foot. So your right foot's in the air, your left is on the ground. And breathe here, 3 breaths. Now lower your right toes to the ground into your warrior 2 on your left side. Inhale, raise your hands up, straighten out your left leg, hinge forward, puffing your right hip out. No weight is in your left hand. 2 breaths. Draw a line with your right fingertips down towards the inside of your left toes. Pivot on the ball of your right foot. Reach backwards with your left, twisting into your high lunge here. So windmill your left fingertips back. Drag your right toes up. Look forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. All your weight in your right hand, your right foot, bend your left knee up towards the sky. Maybe taking hold with your left hand, breathe. Release, slowly guiding your left toes back. Warrior 2 with your right foot in front. Inhale. Exhale, straighten out your right toes, reaching your left hands up towards the sky and your right fingertips down. No weight in your right hand. Draw a line with your left fingertips, pivoting on your left ball of your foot, twist into this low lying dragon, sort of halfway in between high lunge and low lunge. Draw a line back to center with your right hand, step your right foot back, downward dog, hinge up, and lower onto your knees. Sit back, raise your hands up and into the sun. Down towards the ground. Let's take 3 breaths. Catch your breath. Place your fingertips on the ground. And you're gonna just step your right foot forward. And maybe you're gonna stay in your low lunge. If you'd like to go a little bit further after all of that strength and stretching, you're going to slide, slide, slide your left foot back into your split pose here. Another way I like to get into split, the way I actually prefer to get into split, is hinging back, and you slide your right leg forward, sit on your glutes, straighten out your right, just like that. Instead of sliding, it kind of hurts to slide. Now you can play around here. We're gonna spend 5 breaths here, so you can fold forward, fold back, whatever you're feeling, vibe. Now you're gonna come move all your weight onto your right hip, bend your left knee, slide it forward, toes touching the ground, hands behind you, fingertips facing towards your hips. Guide your hips up towards the sun, reverse tabletop. Swing your hips in between your hands, fold forward for a moment, and then guide yourself forward. Bend your right knee in towards you. And we're going to move into either your low lunge on your left side or a split on your left side. So again, however you get there, here's your lunge. You could go right into it, or you can slide through into your split pose. Again, 5 breaths. However you want to move through this is totally up to you. And let's breathe. On your 5th exhale, all your weight into your left hip. Slide your right knee up to meet your left. And we're going to decompress our spine. So you're going to slide your right knee over your left. And we're just going to breathe for a moment. Maybe swaying from side to side. Maybe holding opposite elbows behind you. Slowly guide yourself back to center. We're going to take a few breaths together. Inhale in through your nose, out of your mouth. Two more. Feel this energy that you've activated, this courage and this confidence that you've stimulated. And I hope the rest of your day is full of love and courage and confidence and opportunities for you to express these things. If you like flows like this, please share with others who you think may also enjoy it. Like this video so it may reach more people. Subscribe to my channel so you can get notifications when I post new videos. And I thank you so much again. I'll see you soon. Bye.